So be wary, chat, of content creators who are just out for views and don't properly research their topics. Chat, have you ever seen a content creator that is just out for views? I don't think that this has ever happened. Like, what content creator wouldn't properly research their topic and just absolutely slam a whole bunch of videos out at the beginning of a game just for views? That's crazy and wild to me. It's crazy, dude. Just as the title says, be careful when looking for info about Star Rail. I've already noticed a few creators getting basic facts about the game wrong, and even encouraging people to go pull on other games just so they don't do polls in Star Rail. Yes, I'm serious. What? That right there is some big brain stuff. Guys, homies, are you tempted? Are you tempted to roll in Honkai Star Rail? How about, instead of rolling in Star Rail, you just go roll in another game? Like, just go roll in another game, and then you won't be tempted to roll in Honkai Star Rail. My top #1 tip: do not do this if you are a new account. Don't roll in Honkai Star Rail, just go roll in another game. That's right, hashtag not my content creators. I mean, this is just a big brain tip right here. As a matter of fact, I probably should jot that down, put that in my top 5 things to avoid. Just roll in another game. Anyways, always the info that you consume, and don't just stick to one person. That's a bad sentence right there. You should have done some research on how to write a sentence. Anyways, always look into the info you consume and don't just stick to one person. Now, I will agree with this. I've always thought, like, if you are a one viewer or one content creator, Andy, like what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, just go, like, watch a couple different people, form your own opinions. 100% that guy made that post for karma farming, not a single source to back what he's claiming. I mean, I'm sure, right? But, like, let's be real. Anytime a game comes out, you're going to have a whole bunch of content creators that are going to be like, oh, Honkai Star Rail's tier list. Oh, top 5 things to never do in Honkai Star Rail. And then, like, 2 or 3 weeks after the game's, like, out of its honeymoon period, they're literally on to the next game. Now, let's be real. I like FG3000. I think FG3000 has a very fantastic voice. I think FG3000 has very entertaining content. Would I go to FG3000 for an in-depth guide on a character and whether or not to pull on it? No. No, I absolutely wouldn't. And I don't think that anybody should. Would I go to FG3000 for a tier list? No, probably not. Unless that tier list is, hey, these new games are coming out. Should you play Hiragana Euphoria? What about Higgin Urethra? How about this other game? These are the games that I have played as FG3000. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I've played about 700 mobile games this week, and here's my tier list on all the games that I've played and which ones I'm getting paid to play. Now, I would watch that tier list. That's what it is. But, like, the real thing is like, the game's not out at all. Like, the game isn't out. So you always have to take the advice of people that are making content at the very beginning of a game with a grain of salt for, like, the first month of the game. Unless the game has been out for an extended period of time in another region, and then people have stuff to pull off of. So like, obviously like, an FGO situation where like the game's been out for 2 years somewhere else, you've already got a whole plethora of information to research and pull from, then that's perfectly fine. But like with this game, you really don't have that. So pulling, like you got to take any content creator with, a little bit of a grain of salt from the beginning of this game, right? To be honest, his entire thing is just general evaluations of gacha games. Yeah, like if I'm curious of a game, he's someone I would look to. Yeah, exactly, right? Oh, dude, FG3000 has a fantastic voice. But anyways, the last thing you want to do is dump all your pulls into a character that you don't end up liking or regretting you skipped one that you did. I know this is a simple post, but it's definitely important. Enjoy the game next week. Now, here's the thing with this, right? In my opinion, if you blindly go into a video where it says, should you pull this unit? Now, number one, I've always mentioned this in my videos on whether or not you should pull this unit. I don't know what your account looks like. Neither do they. They don't know what your account looks like. They don't know what you need. Now, when it comes to Honkai Star Rail, you need a whole lot of different things for different situations. And that is why I think that Honkai Star Rail tier lists are absolute garbage. Yeah, I think that Honkai Star Rail tier lists doo-doo. Because it doesn't take a whole lot of things into consideration, right? Like, oh, yeah, Seele does a whole lot of damage, but what if I need somebody to defend to, bar break some, a different element, right? There's a whole lot of different situations. And I think the fact that there are so few characters, I personally don't think that any of the characters currently in the game are bad, except for one, and that's Quesadilla, Mahjong Girl. I tried to make her work. I know people that tried to make her work. There's just other options. And you can't use her on auto because she will eat all of your skill points. Terrible. Yeah, super hard, super bad. Like you have to manual with her, and I think there's a lot of other options in most places where, quantum alternatives, stuff like that. Quesadilla, very mid character. But, for anyone who sees this, so let's see, edit, check my comment if you really want to know about that horrible advice. I think he's talking about the do not pull on Star Rail, right? Isn't bad per se, but she's inconsistent. Yeah, she's very RNG heavy. So like if you do like Casino, then Mahjong Girl Quesadilla is what it is. Even when she pops off though, I feel like she doesn't pop off hard enough. For anyone who sees this, my post here got featured in a video and apparently it's drama. Damn, wait, hold on. Is this dude from the future? Because I was going to make React Andy content for this. Shit. Is this guy a time traveler? Bro. What? I got time traveled on. This wasn't here earlier when I saw this topic, by the way. Like, I literally was just skimming Reddit. Anyways. Yeah, Andy already got reacted to. Damn. Anyways, enjoy, I guess. I just want people to make sure the information they're consuming is correct. And if any creator gets mad at this, then maybe they're the problem. Side note, you don't need to know calculus to make sure the info is correct before you put it into a damn video. Okay, so here's the other thing too, right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you should check your sources. Here's the other thing, like for me, right? Opinions are opinions. Now, if you come out and you say some factual stuff, like let's say I came over here, right, and I was like, okay, guys, Fleet of the Ageless. This increases the wearer's max HP by 8%, and when their speed is 175, it increases their attack by 1,000. That is factually incorrect because, well, obviously the numbers are there. But if I say something like, Fleet of the Ageless is really good on most support characters, because, well, it increases their max HP. This is going to be really good on Bailu. This is going to be really good on Natasha. Not only that, but, you know, once your speed hits 120, it's going to increase all your allies' attack by 8%. So this is going to be really good on pretty much every support. Now, if somebody comes into the comments section and they're like, you know, Fleet of the Ageless really isn't that good on this unit. That is subjectively your opinion. That doesn't make your opinion right. That doesn't make my opinion wrong. You know, if I come out and I say, you know, Bailu isn't that good in a situation where you need to remove debuffs, right? Because that's actually in my Bailu video. Now, if somebody comes in and says, no, you're wrong, Bailu is the best healer in the game by a long shot in every situation, that's not true. Because when you're doing simulated universe where you got to fight Kafka, you really do need debuff removal, and Bailu can't do that. So in that situation, Tasha is the superior healer because she can remove debuffs. That's just correct. You know, and so like a lot of times I feel like people conflate like an incorrect opinion with being incorrect, factually incorrect, right? You know, you can be like, oh, well, you know, you can use Shusheng instead of Sele in situations where, yeah, somebody will be like, oh, but on paper, Sele has more overall DPS. She's better than Shusheng in most situations where DPS. Yeah, but that's not wrong because you can still use her and she's a 4-star and she's easier to skill up and everything like that because she's a 4-star, easier to get, probably have more Eidolons and will inevitably do more damage, you know, when things aren't, you know, equal because, well, you know, unless you're a whale, you're not going to have a ton of, you know, Sele's and blah, blah, blah. Like, those are the types of things where people will come into a video and they'll be like, actually, in this situation, I think that in my opinion, it's incorrect. That's not incorrect information. You know, or if like, let's say I came out with that video where I'm like, oh, don't farm this because you can get these from Simulated Universe. Somebody might be like, well, yeah, you can get it from Simulated Universe, but, you know, that's not wrong information. Now, again, the other thing too, hey, what's up, Dakar, is if you do have something factually, numerically incorrect, and then you double down on it and you go, you're stupid and I'm going to ban you. Well, yeah, then you're just kind of a piece of shit. But like, there's a lot of times people will be like, well, this person had a bad opinion on a unit. And they said that the unit's not, like, I've had this thing right before, right? Like in E7 where I'll be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this unit's going to be that good. And then the unit comes out and they pop off for real in like a crazy comp that I never thought about. And then people be like, remember that time that you said that C. Lilius wouldn't be that strong? And then she became one of the most picked units in the entire game. I'm going to hold this on over your head for the rest of your entire life. And nothing you say ever again will be correct. That kind of person is petty and stupid. And, you know, people's things can change with the game. Different things can come out. You know, it's the person who doesn't go back with new information and go, you know, yeah, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I can admit that. Yeah, this unit actually popped off. That's crazy. You know, but like when people double down on it, but yeah, this is great advice for any gacha game. Heck, any video game for that fact. A lot of content creators just make videos, guides, walkthroughs for whatever's popular and don't care if what they say is correct or not. And some even inject their opinions as fact when it's not, and just a subjective thing. But so here's the thing, right? Is how do you know that they're saying that it's a fact? I guess if I came out and I said that Ting Yun is the best support character in the entire game, and that's a fact. Now, you might say, but Shogun, what about Bronya? Bronya is also a really good one. And I will further ask you, chat, comment section, is Bronya a fox girl? No, I rest my fucking case. Ting Yun, quad S, best character in the entire game. Done. There's no better support character than Ting Yun because she is a fox girl. That's just facts. That's not subjective. That is just the way it is. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. Facts and logic. Yeah, I've seen it happen with a lot of gacha games where some content creators will just post incorrect information, say incorrect info, and then when called out, they just act indignant or send their fans to harass people calling them out. Now, again, this actually reminds me of something. If anybody harkens back to my FGO days, there was a time where Chaldea Lunchtime came out. Now, I'm hitting you with some really, really old school drama here. Now, at the time, in 25 seconds of a video, I stated that with Chaldea Lunchtime, doing the gates in Babylon was the most efficient bond and Knights medals pound for pound per energy. 25 seconds in a video. Another content creator made a 10-minute video about how wrong I was. And a whole bunch of people jumped on to how wrong I was. But I wasn't wrong. It wasn't technically incorrect. And it also had the modifier of, I said, bond and Knights medals. So I was correct. But at the same time, the other person was correct. Now, a lot of times you have to look at this and go, is this an opinion? Is this really incorrect information? Now, I'll go back again and say, if it's numerically incorrect, that's fine. They should correct themselves. And if they come back and they make a video and they're like, this person's wrong because even though in game it says it's 12%, I say it's 9%. Yeah, then that person's stupid. Heck, if you know who Dr. Diggs is, I don't. He's been the cause of pointless, non-needed drama in the WOTV. What is that? Does anybody know? We have a Fox Girl emote. We do. Yeah, Ting Yun Sip, dude. It's the best one. What is WOTV, by the way, guys? Anybody know? Yeah, Cute Fox. War of the Vision. Oh, FFBE. Okay, gotcha. He's gone around spreading misinformation, incorrect things based purely off of his opinion. But so here's the thing, is if it's based off of his opinion, how can it be wrong? Because opinions are subjective. Tier lists will always be subjective. Tier lists are not fact. Tier list will always be subjective to the person making the tier list. So how can somebody spread incorrect information if it's an opinion? Somebody please give me an example of that. But which leads to massive drama that wound up being not correct and just witch hunty at that point. I would like some background. I don't know what he did wrong, but I believe Dr. Diggs can go and pound sand. Okay, that's fair. Because, like, here's the thing, is, like, I've had people, like, man, when I was back in the FGO days, I would sometimes go to FGO Reddit, and there would be people, don't pull this character because so-and-so is better. I'm guessing he said something like that. That's fair. But again, that's one person's opinion. And again, it harkens back to what I said, earlier, right? Is like, if you're just going off of one person and you're not like gathering opinions off of like multiple people and then coming back and going, should I waste my resources on this? Then that's kind of a you problem, right? But he also presented it as fact with a small sample size. So if somebody is presenting something as like an absolute definitive fact, then I guess, but I don't know the background of this, so I can't tell whether or not this dude is wrong, right? People should always take what content creators say with a grain of salt and do their own research before doing something like pulling or building a character. True. Because while some characters are objectively better than others, for the most part, it really comes down to the units, items, equipment, team comp that you're going for. So it's always wise to look at your account and get a feel for what your account has in abundance and what your account is lacking and pull according to that. I completely agree with Tarnished Slayer 96. If you lack DPS units, then it's pretty safe to pull on banners with DPS units you may like or want. But if you have plenty of DPS units, then it's probably better off to skip banners with DPS units. Unless a banner DPS unit is a straight up upgrade. And even then, even if it's a straight up upgrade, how much of an upgrade is it, right? Like, yeah, like if you go back over here, right? If we pull up, this right here, where was the DPS ranking? So like, if we're looking at DPS ranking and I already have a bussin' ass, like Yan, do I really need Sele other than for like Yum Yum, Sniffa, whatever, right? You know, if I'm already rocking a bussin' on God for real Shushang, big dick energy girl, do I really, really need to spend all of my resources on either of these units? Like, I really don't think that you necessarily do, right? So like, and the other thing too is when it comes to this game, there's a whole lot of different things to put into the game, right? Like, do I need this for Simulated Universe? Do I need this for Forgotten Halls? Do I need this for this thing? That's why, like, opinions are subjective, right? But again, like, if you just come out and you go, look, if you do not pull for this unit, you're bricking your entire account. That's just the way it is. If you don't pull for this, just literally uninstall the game. Yeah, then you can be like, okay, this guy's kind of dumb, But I feel like that's the way it should be with anything in general. Like, if you just blindly follow a dude that's like, oh my God, this unit is bussing for real. Like, yeah. So, like, mortgage your house for this. It's even worse. They don't just say incorrect things. They intentionally lie and say whatever gets the most clicks. You can see it with nearly all clips of VTubers recently. Asmongold has been banned by Hoyoverse as a title, followed by a clip of some random person in chat saying he shouldn't play the game. Maple. Bro. Homie. I don't know how long this person has been on the internet. I'm not too sure how long they've been on YouTube. Dr. Diggs claimed that banners were rigged and made a video about it. He basically started a riot about it and ended up it being a mistake. Oh, so that's like the dude who made the whole like thing about how the E7 shop was nerfed. And they didn't say that it was nerfed and how it was like a big thing. Yeah, okay, that's fine and that's understandable. Yeah, and fuck that dude. Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, and if he didn't walk it back and apologize for being incorrect, then yeah, that dude sucks. But like this right here, that, my friend, is called clickbait and humor. And you fell for the clickbait. If you literally clicked on that video thinking that Asmongold had been banned by Hoyoverse, you are stupid. And then you got mad because you got clickbaited. Then that's on you, man. Like, that's on you right there. Like, why are you following that? Why are you following that content creator? Like, you didn't go there for like any like real objective, like, oh, hey, should I pull on this banner? You went, oh my God, Asmongold's been banned by Hoyoverse? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, his personality was also a huge turd. Well, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Content creators just make up shit that isn't true because there's zero consequences and rage baits generates even more engagement and money for them. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's like the dude who made the video about how Tectone was banned from from playing Honkai Star Rail, and the entire thing was him just being super sarcastic. And then when you go into the comments section, it's a whole bunch of people taking the dude super seriously. Like, I also don't think that, like, a lot of people on the internet understand sarcasm and jokes, and they would take Asmongold being banned by Hoyoverse super serious. This is like the worst time of the internet. Content creators straight up lie and say whatever gets them the most clicks. Yes. And you clicked on that video, and then they got the click. As someone who does the actual math, I can vouch that some of us sit here for hours in Excel building our guides and then scripts. Those that don't show numbers worry me, to be honest. So here's the thing, Grimfinity. And I'll be real, this looks really, really cool. However, you know who watches this? You know who's going to watch this 50-minute video with this spreadsheet going over all of the numbers, the in-depth min-maxing? You want to know who watches this? Path of Exile mains. The people who already built a spreadsheet to go over all of this stuff, and they just want to watch a video to go, true, brother. That's right. If I min-max girl power after light cones, it's going to do 625 damage. True and real. You know who's not going to watch that? TikTok Zoomers that need that information in 30 seconds or less. Yo, I do. Yeah, like for real though, like on the side, I do kind of be really wanting to see that spreadsheet, right? I'm included in this set of the people that I'm being attacked. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that it looks fine. And I do think that there is an audience for that. But sometimes people can put out information and they can form an opinion on it in not a 45-minute video where the math has already been done. Where you have to sit down for 3 hours in a spreadsheet and go over a Path of Exile build. Because I'll be real, sometimes I need a video to explain a Path of Exile video to me. Because that's, yeah, PoE, Path of Excel spreadsheets. Let's be real. Yeah, it looks really good. And I think that all that stuff is really cool. And I'll be real, when I'm playing Epic 7 and I was like getting elbow deep in the math stuff and I would make a 60-minute video, I had fun with that. But I don't think the vast majority of people are going to consume that. They're going to look at a 60-minute video and they're going to go, look, dude, I just want to know if the character's good or not. Now, I think that as a content creator, you really do need to sit down and understand the character. You need to be able to look at the character and go, damn, Arwen does 328% or whatever it was that he does. And that's a lot of single target damage. That's really, really good. Do you need to know how much on paper Arwen does to, you know, the last boss in Chaos Memories with a maxed out light cone in the most optimal team at 20% HP to be able to come up with an objective opinion on Arwen? No, you absolutely don't. And anybody who thinks that you do is dumb. Yeah, you really don't need to. There's a whole slew of different people that play games at different levels that want different things. Sometimes a person does just want a thing to be like, hey, is this unit good? Yeah, homie, it's good, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I watch your video to know if the unit's worth my time. I watch their video to know how to spend my time with the unit. Yeah, there's room for both types of content creators, right? You know, I think that it's definitely there's definitely room for both. But like to be real, I mean, yeah, at the beginning of any game, right? There's going to be people that just push those guides out in order to get clicks, and then they're going to move on to the next game. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, and by the time that you're like, this content creator sucks, it doesn't matter because they're already on to the next game, they're on to the next community. So who cares? You know what I mean? Like 99% of YouTube is clickbait now, so getting gaming information from them is a minefield. Then there's stuff like Blue Protocol subreddit being moderated by MMO Byte Sticks, who is one of the most notorious and has promoted RMT stuff. Really? Really? I do not like Sticks. I don't like MMO Byte. That guy is such bad clickbait. I almost hate every video that I've ever seen from that dude. Like every video is just like, this ruins everything. This is like when we watched the Wanderers video from him, I'm just like, bro, really? Like really, little bro? Like, I mean, it works for him, obviously, because his channel popping off, but like his videos are so real money trade. Yeah, like selling accounts and stuff like that. I don't think a content creator should be an admin, a moderator for a gacha game subreddit. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, MMO Bytes is forever clickbait. But here's the thing, right? Is if clickbait didn't work, people would stop doing it, but it works, so you have to do it. The thing is you have to balance. Yo, you know who's a good example of this? Vulcan. When you first look at a Vulcan video, if you don't know who Vulcan is, you'll look at a Vulcan video and you'll be like, man, that's really fucking clickbaity. And Vulcan will peepo talk for like 20 fucking minutes about some shit that could have been 5 minutes. But Vulcan's videos are pretty well researched, and he does do a lot of really good content. You know what I mean? Like you go for the clickbait, but there's substance behind it. Holy shit, that guy said Reddit comments are trustworthy enough. Can't trust gaming magazines, can't trust gaming websites, and now can't trust gaming website or YouTubers. I guess Reddit comments are trustworthy enough. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude, Reddit's never been wrong about anything. Can we talk about how Reddit is always wrong about Epic 7? Has always been wrong about Epic 7? But that's the thing, right? Is as a gaming YouTuber, as a content creator, you need to balance a clickbait title and a clickbait thumbnail with substance after the fact. Because if you try to not clickbait your YouTube thumbnail and your title, no one's going to click on your shit. That's just the reality of it. You have to use clickbait to get them in, but then you actually give them substance. That's how you build a good YouTube channel. Yeah, this dude said Reddit comments are trustworthy. I've seen a lot of Reddit takes that are some of the most Pepega mid-tier Reddit takes ever. Like this one. Yeah, glad I'm not the only one. Got digged by that mole on pulling for Delita when he wasn't worth a dime. Still regret that to this day. And I mean, that's your fault. You got bamboozled. You know, the last thing you want is to dump all your pulls into a character you don't end up liking or regretting you skipped one that you did. So do your own research. Like, I guess realistically, at a certain point, if you're going balls deep on a character because one YouTuber told you to, that's kind of on you, not on the clickbait, you know, on the YouTuber, honestly, right? Be about 60% clickbait, then 40% real shit. Yeah. You know, that's what it is. You know? Also, like, here's the other thing, man. When it comes to PvE single player games, bro, who cares? Honestly, like, Here's the other thing too, right? Every time I've ever made an FGO or a should you pull video, almost without fail, the first comment is always, "Yo, I'm a pull on that character because she hot as hell, dude." The age-old saying, if they make the PP up, they get the cup. That's right. FGO days, man. Every single time. And a lot of times it was Lance or Blackbane. Literally first comment, yeah, she hot. Yeah, I'm pulling. It doesn't matter. I didn't even look at her kit. It's like when Hua Young came out. Before they even showed her kit, I'm like, I'm maxing her out. Triple S. Don't even care. She hot. Character hot, dude. That doesn't matter. That's how it is. It's a single player PvE game. Like I feel like if you go hard meta in a single player PvE game, it's kind of weird anyways, man. Like who cares? Yeah, like who really cares all that much? Like I mean, I know there's like a whole bunch of meta people, but like yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, yeah, best advice is if you don't like the character, don't pull. Exactly. Even if everyone and their mom says this character is 100% necessary, they're really not, especially when you're just starting. Early games should be beatable with the free characters, and then you can get a 5-star from the departure warp and wait for the character you like more. The one you like, even if you skip them, will be rerun. We know this from other Hoyoverse games. I started in 5.0 in Honkai Impact 3rd, and I skipped HOF because I already have several Kions. And I lived. Just pull for her on the rerun. Exactly, dude. Yeah, the people who are out here like, I gotta meta frog my entire account from day one. Yeah, do you really? Yeah, who are you competing against? Yeah, who really cares? Is it weird I don't find Hua attractive? No, because everybody finds a different thing attractive. Yeah. I'm sure that wouldn't happen, right? Looks at MTashed and Tectone. Ryu, thanks for the follow, homie. Yeah, this looks like it's just going to be, yeah. This is just going to go into a whole bunch of people bashing on like content creators that they don't like. But like, here's the thing is if you just don't agree with them saying that your waifu's not that good, they might not necessarily be wrong. Now, like I said, with that other dude who has like just a doo-doo opinion and like a garbage, a garbage take, and then they don't walk it back and like all of this other stuff, and then they double down and they're like, oh, you're stupid, and then they start drama and fights. Well, that's like a whole different thing. But if you just come out and say, man, you know what? Yeah, I don't think this unit's that good. And then people hold it against you for forever. Like, that's just kind of stupid, man. Yeah, a garbage take like Hua's not that attractive. Yeah, man. See, like I'm gonna hold it against Rigby forever, dude. Rigby's like every time Rigby talks from now on out, I'm just gonna be like, bro, remember that time you said you didn't find Hua Young attractive? Bro, I'm never taking your opinion seriously. I'm literally going to the Reddit right now to say that. Kin, thanks for the follow, homie. Thankfully, since the game seems to be turn-based, a lot of those theory crafting people will be easily seen if they're trustworthy or not. But again, like theory crafting is super subjective. And when a character first comes out, like it's gonna be a lot of subjective. Well, my opinion is this, and this. Like what are you gonna weed them out for? Oh man, that one time you said that this character wasn't good, but I found this niche situation where they're actually super busted and you're wrong. Got them. Reddit's gonna hate you. I don't think it's really that big of a deal, right? It's whatever. Turn-based game gacha actually are pretty old. And every turn-based games have their trustworthy theory crafter who define the meta, etc. Not wannabe theory crafters who just show how a character deals damage, etc. I don't even think, you know what, wannabe theory crafters though, like, I think that's kind of silly, right? Like, what's your opinion? So if they're not meta setting, if they're not setting the meta and they're just kind of casually theory crafting, how does that still not make them a theory crafter? Probably if you want a trustworthy theory crafter for turn-based, just wait for JP and CN. Except if it's E7 and JP, it comes up with weird builds that don't actually work in the reality. I mean, Global sets a lot of the meta in Epic 7. I mean, sure, CN does a little bit, but like, Iconic ain't CN. Aether Bulge ain't CN. Aether Bulge a meta setter AF. I mean, to be fair, CN does set up a lot of like the metas in Epic 7. But like, yeah, you can't just immediately go like, oh, meta for, turn-based gotchas. Also, again, if you are meta frogging a single player turn-based non-PvP gotcha game, really? Really? It's like worrying about meta in Azure Lane or Arc Knights. Who cares? Yeah, who gives a shit, man? Yeah, get out of here, dude. Which is canonical MC gender? I want to play canonical MC like in Genshin Impact. That's male, but for Star Rail, I saw that the promotional uses both. I don't think there is a canonical one, considering you're literally just a 3D print of yourself. Yeah, you're not even like your own main character. You're just 3D printed. Yeah. So I think overall, this thread was just Reddit being Reddit, dude. Also, who can like the other thing too, right? Is like Reddit is such a small subset of any community. Yeah. I think it's the male because the way Kafka rubs up on the MC. Bro, it's 2023, dude. Yeah, it's 2023, brother. You think Kafka don't swing both ways, bro? Miss me with that. She definitely does. Yeah. Also, for the PS5 trailer, it was the male MC voice. Well, then there you go. Also, if you're a dude, you can just self-insert if you're the male main character. It's just that simple. Although I know there's going to be people out there that are like, I will never play a male character ever. Understandable as well. So I think that like realistically, like this thread was a whole lot of like, I saw one or two dudes make some shit content and I need to make a thread for some easy clickbait updates. Min-maxing in a PvE single player game, dead ass. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like min-maxing in FGO. Yeah, who cares? The only thing that matters about FGO is how many dojins they put out. But yeah, overall, I mean, you're gonna literally get this. You're literally gonna get this in every single game. Grimro Gotcha is the only dude I've personally seen that backs what he says with data and doesn't seem to have a lot of biases in his content. Most other people I've seen seem as clueless as me. I mean, you don't really need a whole lot of data to be like, this is good. This is objectively good. You know what I mean? Oh, I guess I read this one. Your streamers are human. Is this really? I guess I did. Oh, yeah, that's right. I read this one when I was looking at it earlier because I updated this. This really should be, and we'll end on this one because, well, hold on. How long have I been talking about this? Hot damn, 45 minutes. This really should be in the standard R gaming and R gotcha gaming channels too. The problem, it's almost all streamers new to a game or all streamers playing a new game on launch are dealing with limited resources and a minimally accessible lore, which means they'll get tons of things wrong. Worse, on games like Honkai Star Rail, when coming from a prequel and sequel sidequel games like GGZ, HI3, and Genshin Impact, assumptions are going to be made and disproved for years. And we're the ones who get to experience those mistakes as clickbait for years. Yeah, it's true. I mean, especially on like a new game, right? You know, by the way, Howls, when you changed your name, that was really weird to me. Yeah, it was a little bit weird. I was like, wait, who the fuck is this? I like, yeah. And then I saw your channel name and then I saw your video and I was like, oh, okay. That's why he changed his name. Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is this making memes, dude? Like, did we get some random new dude in the guild? But get used to it, folks. Your streamers are human and make mistakes or assume things that aren't true and jump to conclusions. And they do so for clicks because speculation is still content. That's true. Yeah, just look at how much Genshin Impact content was an attempt at figuring out lore stuff in advance. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know anything about Genshin lore, but like realistically, like, yeah, a lot of these people are brand new. And the thing is a lot of these spreadsheets are going to need to get updated when they make changes, right? Yeah, they're going to need to get changed when all this stuff gets changed. Now, again, I will say, and here's the other thing too, right? And this is the problem that a lot of normies and Joshua Jones IRL will back me up on this. A lot of times when it comes to content, if you are not first to the table, you're last to eat. If you do not make that video before everybody else, you will get no views. Yeah, fuck your views. So, while sometimes you may have to take an L on being wrong, you have to get that video out. When I was making FGO content, I didn't even have that many people to compete against. But guess what? If I didn't make that if I made an FGO guide 2 or 3 days after K collections or GNA reviews, my video got no views. But if I was the first one to the table, instantly 60,000 views. And I only had a small amount of people to compete against. What do you think Genshin content creators have to compete against with 500,000 people making the same ass video? So yes, when you're a content creator, and this is what a lot of normies don't understand who don't make content, is you have to make that content. And sometimes you're wrong. And sometimes you just have to walk it back and be like, yeah, sorry guys, I'll take the fat L on that one. Yeah, I rushed this content out. It is what it is. Yeah, I'll try to research it better, you know? How about you guys DM me on Discord and tell me what I need to put in this video? You know, now you do have a little bit of leeway if you're a bigger content creator. Do I think that MTash couldn't come out with a tier list like 3 weeks into the game and get a ton of views? Well, yeah, dude has almost 1 million subscribers. Yeah, of course that guy's video is going to be huge because algorithmically he's already going to be huge. But if you're somebody trying to make it, you have to put that video out early. It just is what it is, dude. Is it wrong to think PlayStation could get compensation for having to start the game later than everyone else? No. Nope. Why? I don't think so. I mean, it sucks that you can't, but I also don't think that it's that big of a deal. Especially in like a scene like why you don't have anybody to compete against. Yeah. Yeah, I'm human and I know how to actually double check stuff. So I'm not putting out wrong information. It's not that hard. Yeah, I'm going to downvote that. Here's the other thing too, is if I put up my Himiko video yesterday, let's say I put my Himiko video up before they changed everything, right? and I put out that Himiko video. At the time of me putting that Himiko video up, it was correct based on what we knew. However, if you watched it today, knowing that things had changed, it would be wrong. Now, would this dude come in there and be like, you are spreading false information because this video is wrong? No, things changed. Again, this guy really needs to put like some stuff here. Now, like I said, in the beginning, he pointed out some dude that was like, bro, don't roll on Star Rail. If you feel like you need to roll, just roll on another game. That's not incorrect. Like, what? That's so stupid. Like, this guy really, really needs to come up with some actual hard evidence, like, in the thing. Just make a new video about the changes ASAP. Yeah, double the views, right? Yo, Mr. Good Guy, thanks for the follow, homie. But at the end of the day, like you said, for PvE content, I think enjoying the game and your own characters is more important than just going for meta. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, meta in a PvE single player video game is so stupid, dude. Video views, the topic in videos and how many people would search for it are so time sensitive. Oh yeah, it's super cutthroat, man. Yeah, it's giga cutthroat out here. And like, these people don't know. Like, this dude is probably not a content creator, or he's a small content creator that is mad that other content creators are slamming out information and getting more views than him. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if this dude, okay, best advice is to do your own research. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're relying on someone else to provide you with accurate information. Well, you're relying on everything to put out accurate information. You're relying on the wiki to put out accurate information. There was a time in Fate Grand Order where Cernopedia and the FGO wiki were both different on certain things. If you went to one, the information was incorrect versus the other. So you were relying on both of them to have the correct information. Yeah, exactly. In FGO or in Epic 7, for the longest time, for 3 years, we thought counterattack was 20%. Because Smilegate told us it was 20%. Yeah, come to find out it wasn't. Yeah, come to find out it was 30%. So, do you go back to every video prior to that and go, well, the information was wrong. You should have ran tests out of a sample size of 100,000 attacks. You should have calculated it out to be 30%. That's really what it should have been. But like, so I'm trying to so let me see if I can find where this dude, they were saying to download other gacha games. Okay, so let's see. Could you please explain what's wrong with the advice? What's wrong with playing other games and pulling on other banners so you don't waste limited currency and miss the unit you want to pull? Also, the main point of their video was just to play the game and enjoy it. Save your currency for what you want. Don't focus on the meta and have fun. Agreed. Honestly, I'm having difficult time understanding your issue. Yes, there are content creators who give bad advice, but the content creator in question is giving good advice. At best, just advice that you personally don't want to follow, and that's okay. But why make a post lying about what the content creator is doing? To which he responds, they were saying to download other gachas and pull on those games so you don't feel the itch to pull in Star Rail. Yes. If you have an itch to pull or lack self-control, that is the worst way to address that is the worst way to address that is to introduce more triggers. It's like solving your gambling addiction by going to a couple of new casinos and using the free chips they give out to get you hooked to play a bit so you don't turn around and play at your regular casino. Another comparison is telling my grandmother to go smoke a few different brands of cigarettes so she doesn't spend money on her favorite one. Well, hold on. Are they giving out free cigarettes to other brands? Like, if you go to the grocery store and let's say your brand is Lucky Strikes and like you go to the store, and the cashier's like, "Hey, yo, homie, yo, you want to try some Marlboro Reds? We'll give you a free pack of Reds." Then I would agree. But that is a really dumb comparison. Arcia, thank you for the follow. You just end up having an even bigger addiction in all three scenarios. That's why it's awful fucking advice. And the dipshit didn't even try to defend it in a new video. So again, this dude, hold on. So to recap, this man's made a whole ass Reddit thread about some subjective information. A homie was like, "Hey, you know what, bro? If you get that itch, just go roll in another game to get your dopamine rush." And this dude is like, "Bro, this guy is giving out the worst misinformation." That's what this whole thing is about. Some people have egos so big they will just double down on shit no matter how bad it ends up sounding, like this guy. I sincerely hope no one follows that advice. The guy should have just said, if you have an issue with self-control, don't play a gacha game. Well, yeah, that's true. But let's be real. If you have a gambling addiction and somebody says, "Hey, dude, have you ever tried just not gambling?" The person's not going to be like, "Oh my God, I never tried that." That's like going, "Hey, I have depression," and somebody going, "Hey, have you ever tried not being sad? My whole life has changed." Thank you. Thank you, Reddit poster. You opened my eyes. Damn. So wait, hold on. You're telling me that if I really want to just blow all of my resources on Sele, but I really want to save for Jing, this wouldn't just give me my dopamine rush in another gacha game. Why do you think people play 17 fucking gacha games free to play? Yeah, just stop gambling. No, I'm just going to install another gacha game so I can get my dopamine rush over there and not get my dopamine rush here. Yeah, if you're homeless, just buy a house. Can't pay rent, just rob a bank. They've got plenty of money, dude. Yeah, dude. Just have you tried getting money? Oh, you're too poor? Have you tried just getting more money? Strawberries and cream, thanks for the follow. Like, this is such a... So this whole thread that I have been talking about for almost an hour now comes down to this dude being mad that this guy told some homies to just go play another game. Yeah, just stop being poor. Just go get your dopamine rush in another game and then come back here. Holy shit. I thought this little homie was going to come out with like some really hardcore evidence of people being like, this is the reason, like all of the stuff where it's like, you shouldn't pull Jing or you shouldn't pull Sele because Jing, blah, blah, blah. Honkai Star Rail ain't even out and people are already being toxic AF. It's just a game and people can do what they want. These people, dude, has Reddit ever not been toxic? Like, let's be real, dude. That's right. Heck, Big Smo, Moonburst, thanks for the follow. Like, this is such a dumb thread. Like, I read this earlier when I was pooping and letting the dog out. And I was like, I only saw like a little bit. And I was like, man, this is going to make for some good content. But I can't believe, yeah, this guy, yeah, this is literally just Reddit being Reddit. It's gacha. Anyone who plays a gacha will know it's pretty much gambling, and sometimes you'll want to summon. They did not say spend money or even fill your gambling addiction. Just play another game and summon on them when there's free currency. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, I feel like somebody at some point probably told people to do that in Genshin Impact too. You know what I mean? Somebody probably was like, hey, look, homie, I know I know that those primos are burning a hole in your pocket. You're itching. You got the primo pull itch. You got that 10 spin. You know what? Go play Grand Blue Fantasy. Load up Grand Blue Fantasy and just go. There's right now they've got the spin. Go play Grand Summoners real quick if you want some dopamine rush. You will get so many spins. And then when your dopamine rush has subsided, you can come back to Genshin and you can be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to spend on that 10 spin. You know what? I got my big flashy Gamba out of the way. Let's just go back to farming hill curls or whatever it is you guys do in Genshin. I don't go pick roses or flowers or something. Yeah, I don't know. You know, go complain about how some character isn't the right color on Twitter. I don't know what Genshin players do. I don't play Genshin. You know. While I understand your point now, you took his small comment out of context. If anyone has an issue with self-control, then yes, don't play a gacha game. But that wasn't the point of his content or comment. Yeah. Dude, sometimes, like, look, man, sometimes I get secondhand Genshin Twitter, and I hope that I get pulled in to some Honkai Star Rail Twitter shit that gets me like blasted on Twitter. You want to know why? Because I don't care, because Twitter's not a real place. Yeah, nobody on Twitter's opinion matters. Yeah, not at all. As a matter of fact, I will probably just go on there. They'll be like, "Oh, look at this white male with a beard having an opinion on a kid." Hold on. You know what? I already made a shit post one time. This video is going to be so long, but it doesn't matter because I don't care. Basically, this is an Asmongold video where I'm just going to complain about stuff forever. And I don't even care. I need to have like a really good clickbait title for it though. Where did I save this at? Hold on. Sort by, did I put it in stuff? More stuff? Where did I put this? Hold on. You guys are going to have to suffer through this real quick. And I'm not going to edit this either. So those of you who are watching this on YouTube, yeah, sucks, dude. Yeah, just go forward probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes while I search through all of my folders. Hold on. Sort by name. A sort by name the other way. Okay, I'm not going to keep looking for this because it's going to take forever. I really need to organize all of my pictures and all my folders. But anyways, there's a dude in the closed beta. Hold on, let me pull up my Twitter real quick. I know it's on my Twitter because I made this shit post. And I was really proud of this because when I first saw it, I was like, bro, this is gonna be good. Oh, there's an Alex Jones one. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was like right near the beginning. Okay, look at this character. Look at this character. Guys, this character is as white as I am. And they got an afro. And their name was Afro. How long do you think after the general public gets a hold of this game that this homie is hella canceled? I was like, I ran past this dude and I'm like, hey, yo, did they really put this in here? Like, for real, for real? I was like, damn, that's going to be a good one right there. Yeah, this dude white as hell, man. Bro, he can't have that hairstyle. Didn't Genshin Twitter complain about hill curls or like some character not being the right color? Anyways, I digress. Back to this homie. Does it matter whether the pulls are free or not? Does it matter whether the new casinos give you free or discounted chips to play? Does it matter whether someone pays for my grandma's cigarettes or not? Absolutely not. Because no matter what, they're going deeper into their addictions instead of fixing it. Guys, this is what this whole thread is about. His comment was idiotic. And you're here bending over backwards to try to defend it. It's horrible advice for anyone who has a self-control problem. And this guy is like white knight. Like, this guy is that dude who got called out for making a stupid ass thread. And he's like, no. Think of the children. I made this thread for you. I'm thinking about you. That's right. You at home with the gambling addiction. I have your best interest in mind. And this random ass dude who made a video that maybe 1,000 people probably watched, I got their best interest in mind. What the fuck, dude? What a dumb ass post. His comment was idiotic, and you're bending over backwards to defend it. It's horrible advice for anyone who has a self-control problem. And if they have an itch to pull, by all means, go use his advice. If you really want to because obviously nothing is going to convince you otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, because gacha players are gambling addicts. Yeah. It's not an issue until you're spending real money. I don't know why you're tripping so hard. For a lot of people, gacha games is to get that addiction fix. I'll argue it's even healthy if your fix is stopping hitting a casino. The only time it's an issue and you need to actually fix it is when you're breaking out the credit card and going past your budget. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can you pay your bills? Like, yeah, honestly, like going and just summoning on more free games is better than breaking out the card if you can't afford it. Yeah, everybody worries about everybody else's fucking money, dude. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but there's a difference between full-on addiction and I just want to summon. For example, I had the itch before with a gacha game. To solve my issue, I would play other games or make another account and pull whenever the banner was free currency. Yeah, exactly. You know? Man, this dude, this homie, bro. I started this whole thing thinking that this guy was actually calling out real people. People shouldn't tell other people how to spend their money. It ain't their business. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, please get that corny casino cigarette logic out of here. If your granny's favorite cig shop offers a limited amount of free cigs a day, and then after that they ask you to pay, your granny can just go get an amount of free cigs from another cig shop. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Yeah, this dude knows what's up. I recognize the OP of this post from Genshin. I remember he complained about a lot of stuff. The only person trying to make drama is the OP. It's kind of ironic. Yeah, it looks like this dude didn't decide to like keep coming back. Yeah, this is such a stupid ass thing, man. Yeah. Which content creator tells people to go pull on other gachas? I could tell you, but I'd rather let people discover on their own. This guy really just needed some attention today. That's really what it is. Bro, this homie came out and he's like, man, you know what I need today? I need some attention. Bro, what a video. So wait, hold on. Okay, so here's the content creator. All right, hold on. Let's see. So wait, hold on.
Honkai Star
615 to 640. CW Honkai Star Rail. I don't know who this is.
is a single player JRPG.
Okay, 615.
Keep your wallet in your pocket. There's no reason to summon like that. I know, I get it. I get it. Summoning is addicting. You want to summon in these types of games. It's addictive. Download side games on the side that give you more free to play summons so you can get that summon itch out. Have games on the side that you're prepared to play alongside Star Rail, so you don't feel the need to summon. So there's another way for you to get that summon itch out, because this game is going to be one of the more expensive games for you to do that.
Wait, hold on. This guy made a whole ass Reddit thread over 25 seconds. Clint Wolf is an all right dude. Oh, this is Clint Wolf. Wait, didn't this dude try to get into like Epic 7 at one point? And he was going to make like, yeah, I remember this dude. He tried to get into Epic 7, was going to get to like Emperor free to play or something like that. I think I remember seeing him stream. Anyways. Bro. Did this guy really make a whole ass Reddit thread over 25 seconds of this man being like, yo, this game's going to be expensive, like Genshin Impact. Don't bust out that wallet. Don't do it. Also, on a video from 10 days ago. 10 days ago. And this, it has like, well, it probably had a lot less views until this this Reddit thread. Yeah, always appreciate your outlook on games and putting the health of your community above overhyping and number of views. Damn. I cannot believe that this homie made a whole ass Reddit thread manufacturing outrage over 25 seconds. Like I said, I could understand if somebody was just putting out like actually factually incorrect information. No, numerically incorrect information. This homie's just saying, bruh, don't whip out that wallet if you got that itch. Just save, the game's gonna be expensive. You want to get the dopamine, just go hit Grand Summoners. Wow. That's sick. Makes me a bit sad. I'm a Genshin content creator, but teased for Star Rail on my channel, and quite some people are excited, which makes me even more hyped. Thanks for the notice. Sounds like some people just scrambled together some information ASAP so their video could get out and get views. Yo, I'll be real with you right now. Yo, look. All the people that were making videos over the last like 2 weeks were actually doing themselves a disservice. Realistically, what you should have been doing for Honkai Star Rail, because like, let's be real, who was looking for Honkai Star Rail information for the last like month? People who already knew about the game. Most people will not be looking for Honkai Star Rail information until 3 days from now, when the game comes out and everybody is like, oh shit, that game's out now? Oh, I guess I'll go play it. Anton, thanks for subscribing over on YouTube. By the way, you guys go subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't, make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Hey, Final Flame, Latom, first off, thanks for the raid. I like your name. Fire Force is badass as hell. Welcome, everybody. But make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, because I do bi-weekly. I'm going to be doing bi-weekly Google Play and Amazon or gift cards for Star Rail stuff. So go over to YouTube, And yeah. So yeah, long story short, this whole thread, this entire thread was made over 25 seconds of a video that's not even 3K views 10 days ago over a homie saying, bro, don't spend money on this game if you don't want to. Just go download some other games. What a stupid thread. You know, at first I was like, you know, maybe this guy, yeah, maybe this guy isn't like, maybe he's got a point. I agree with some of the points that, yeah. But the further I got into this thread, the more I'm like, this guy is so stupid. Yeah, this guy is dumb. How many responses did this get? 509 updates. This guy did not deserve 109. This guy got 160 comments on here. 509 updates. Yeah, who let this man cook? Jeez, dude. I mean, some of the other people did have some good information. The people who were just Rick and Kektone and Mtashed just jumped on there for that. Like, a lot of this stuff was actually pretty okay information, hidden in a thread of a dude who just wanted some info, or just wanted some attention. Plays the game for 35 minutes, immediately starts recording. All right, guys, welcome to my new player guide for Genshin Impact. As you can see here, I've got my whole party at level 5, and I'm ready to take on the second area of the game, Dragon Tail, the Ice Mountain. I'm going to tell you right now, Regal Army. This game is super unbalanced and broken and absolutely need Amber to progress any further from this point. So make sure to spend as much money pulling for her to get C6 as fast as possible. Well, yeah, I mean, this person would actually, yeah, no actually gameplay this time. Make sure to comment and subscribe for more expert game tips. Yeah, I mean, that guy got ran out anyways. Yeah. Yeah, who cares? So yeah, overall, we just minus an hour and 15 minutes. Holy. This kind of people has been plaguing Overwatch on TikTok, saying bad advice from Overwatch 2. What the fuck does that have to do with gacha games? Wait, what kind of advice can you give on Overwatch 2? I don't know, I haven't played it. From being one of the top players in another game, I came to understand that content creators, even the better ones, are not anywhere near the best players. They typically sit at the top 10%. Big man, thanks for the follow. However, I've come to respect creators like Vulcan. I also respect Vulcan because they cite a lot of data and testing results that are not just by them, but the community. If you've not watched Vulcan, he seems like a very responsible content creator. And even if his titles of his videos are clickbaity, the content itself is not. Wait, why did that get downvoted? Vulcan is a good content creator. But here's the thing, right? Is you don't need to be top 1% to be a content creator. Okay, like, think about it this way. Even streamers, right? The best people who play a game aren't necessarily the best content creators. They might be able to play the game the best, but that doesn't mean they can make good content. That doesn't mean they can explain things well. That doesn't mean that they're a good streamer. They're not entertaining. Who would you rather watch play World of Warcraft? Asmongold, or literally the top Mythic Plus raider that has 7 million add-ons, doesn't say a word, and just kills bosses? Yeah, I'd rather watch Asmongold because, well, it's true and real, you know, and he's probably like, dude, fuck, man, I need that, bro. I need that. I'm gonna get that axe. Bro, I'm gonna get that axe, dude. Yeah, I need that. Yeah. I need this. I need this thing. It's completely different. And if you're in the top 10% of players, you know what you're talking about. Did I ever finish Legend in Epic 7? No. Could I have if I played more? Yes. Does that mean that I don't know what I'm talking about? No, because a lot of times, well, now I don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't played in a long time. But if I went back in and I was, I got to high M, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't have to be the 1% to know what I'm talking about. Because if you've made it a point to get to the top 10%, you've researched all of the stuff from the top 1%. And then you distill it into content and you're entertaining. That's really what it is. Most YouTubers are trash. I don't know why people even watch this garbage. True. Hold on. This is going to be in the thumbnail. I am going to clip this right here. Saved. Trash. That is perfect thumbnail material. One guy actually made a video on this post saying it's drama. Two people made a video on this post saying it's drama. All right. Anyways, minus an hour and 21 minutes. This was an absolute waste of my time. How is Tectone? I noticed he was popular, but now he disappeared. He's just drama. Well, that's because Tectone is trying to become Asmongold and be a React Andy. It's just really what it is, He's moving on to a different point in his life, but he'll never be able to live it down. Because people will follow him everywhere he goes. Unfortunate part of being part of the internet. Anyways, that's it for this one. I'm going to move on to not this Reddit thread.